I love you. If I haven't, I'm telling you now.
Olivia, for God's sakes, what are you doing here?
Steve!
Hello, Pat. Olivia Radford, Patricia O'Neill.
How do you do? Hello.
Do you mind if we join you?
Oh, no, please do.
Yes, please do.
Thank you, Johnny.
Miss Radford is from Boston.
Oh, really? You're sure you don't mind our joining you?
Oh, of course not. We're glad to have you. What a surprise, huh, Pat?
Yes, I should say so. Well, Steve, she's really beautiful. You didn't do her justice. My dear, you've been underestimated. Sometimes I think men don't like women. Maybe I'm not their type. I'm sure you're Steve's type.
Olivia, will you have a beer? I'll have a beer, please. Olivia?
I'll have a ginger beer and a dance with Johnny.
I only handle the refreshment side, lady. You'll have to make the other arrangements yourself.
Come on, Johnny, darling.
Who, me?
Yes, I want to speak to you. Alone.
Excuse me. Say, what's the idea of nailing me?
Am I that hard to take?
Not at all. Well, you're already taken.
What about that girl, Pat?
Isn't she wonderful?
That's what I'm afraid of.
Remember, Olivia used to tell me that someday when the right girl would come along, I'd start sending up skyrockets and get absent-minded?
I remember.
Well, last night, I put out the clock and wound up the cat.
Don't tell me that for once in his life, Steve told the truth.
He said I was stuck on Pat. He sure did.
Oh, Johnny, that's grand. I'm so happy for you. Oh, you don't know how happy it makes me.
Your lady friend from Boston certainly doesn't let any dust settle on her feet.
Oh, Olivia's always rather had her own way.
Is Johnny part of her own way?
I don't know what you mean.
How long has he known her?
Oh, they're old friends.
What kind of friend?
Well, you know.
You men. You needn't cover up for him. Some men just like to play the field.
Oh, now, look here. I didn't say that.
She's very beautiful, isn't she?
Yes. Takes after my mother's side, I'd say.
Your mother's? Are you related?
Cousins. Oh, but don't mention it. We never talk about it. It's a tiresome idea.
But I thought... Steve, I have a confession to make. I thought you stood me up.
Why, I wouldn't do anything like that to you. I just had to... You know.
Yes, I know. Relative. It's a lovely night to go dancing. Why waste it?
It's a lovely night for a moonlight stroll. Come on. Well, isn't this much nicer than dancing? Moonlight and the girl you love.
Johnny says you go for the girls, and the girls sure go for you.
All the girls in my life are you, and all nights are tonight.
You kissed the blondie stuff.
But it really is a lovely night.
This was meant to be our night, until it got spoiled. If only Olivia hadn't come.
Johnny was glad enough to see her.
Anyway, you and I'll have another lovely night together. Just the two of us, without anyone spoiling it, and only the stars for company.
Please don't.
Pat, this is the only moment of our evening. Don't waste
I
it.
give you the mayor of New York City.
Oh,
Hey, wait a second.
it's the mayor.
Well, what do we care about the mayor?
But it's the duty of every civic-minded citizen to listen to the mayor, and besides, there's an election coming.
But women can't vote.
To be here with you tonight in the intrepid company.
Steve,
Oh, hello, Libby.
I've changed my mind. We're going to Delmonico's.
Oh, but we can't just walk out on the mayor.
He isn't the mayor of Boston. Good night.
Good night, Libby.
Dilemma. The fine records of two fire companies.
There's something wrong. I can feel it in my feet.
Number 24, under Foreman O'Neill. And number 18, under Foreman Olson. Are so matched that we could not pick either one to win the efficiency trophy. So, we shall let Foreman O'Neill and Foreman Olson settle it between themselves by tossing a coin.
Do you have a coin?
Thank you very much. If you gentlemen will step forward, please.
Wait a second, Your Honor.
Tossing the coin is not a contest. Just luck.
We've agreed to settle it by tug of war, Your Honor.
Done. Square away your teams. Oh, yes. My mistake.
All right, coach up, boys.
Good luck, Pop.
You know anybody who wants to bet against your dad?
He loves me. Loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not.
Can't that guy make up his mind?
That's what I want to know. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. Oh, Byron, it took you so long to make up your mind.
Hey, take it easy.
When I'm with you, I get feeling all peculiar. My heart starts pounding and my pulse runs wild and my blood runs hot like it's feverish.
Gee, you ought to see a doctor.
And then I start to tingle and I hear bells in my ears.
Fire bells?
Wedding bells for you and for me. Oh, Byron, I thought you'd never ask me.
He's forgotten. 24 companies never lost a tug of war since I've been foreman.
Hey, look.
Come on, you fellas. They got $16 here on Olson's team. Who wants to take this cab back here? $10 here, $6 more, you fellas.
Hey, wait a minute. Who are these three elephants?
You mean Jordan, and Janssen, and Jorgensen?
I don't care how you yarn them. They're ringers.
You're still regular signed-up members of my company?
Since when?
Since yesterday.
Commissioner, I object.
I'm sorry, O'Neill, but they have passed all tests.
But... Oh, right.
The first team to pull that handkerchief to its own marker wins. Get ready? Go! Battalion team, Foreman Matt O'Neill.
Congratulate me, Olson. The best man won.
Best man, mein Freund.
Just remember, my first official visit as battalion chief, I want to see those three elephants go up and down that extension ladder. Beer for everybody, come on!
Byron!
What happened to you?
We're engaged.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Well, I'll have to take leave of you now.
Oh, but it's so cool and lovely on the terrace. Let's sit a while.
But it's past me bedtime.
I'm beginning to think you don't like me, Matt.
Oh, why would you be saying that?
Well, why did you have to drag me home and away from the party so early?
Me feet were killing me, Lulu.
Are you saying that you're getting too old for parties?
I never said anything of the kind. I just said me feet had me, that's all. And I was about to say goodnight to you.
You know, I've had such a lovely time at the party that you can kiss me goodnight.
Me?
Come on, right here. Hmm? Well, maybe it is just as well that we came home. Gave Pat a chance to get out from under your eagle eye.
Yes. Good night. What did you say?
You know, it's quite possible that one of these days Patricia is going to get married.
She is not.
Matthew, you may as well get used to the fact that you may lose Pat.
Loser? Over me dead body.
Your dead body won't help if she's in love.
Love? Oh, that's a lot of nonsense. I'd like to see the scallywag that would put such a silly idea into her head. I'd knock the stuffing out of it.
You couldn't knock the stuffing out of love.
Oh, don't be saying that, Lulu. She wouldn't do that. She wouldn't do that and leave her poor old father alone.
You wouldn't have to be left alone, Matt.
Huh? Oh, no, you don't, you scheming female in your pitfalls. You're a wanton woman. You don't catch me falling into your clutches. Have you no shame? Well, you sprung your trap, but I'm not in it.
Then I'll just have to set my trap again.
Lovely night to go dancing. Lovely night to dance with you. Seems to me I hear music. Is it music? Or is it my heart that's singing? Time is right for romancing. Starry light shines above. Lovely night to go dancing. But it's a much better night to fall in love.
You seem to be very happy.
I am happy. Why not?
Yes, why not? Thank you very much for a very lovely evening, and good night.
Well, wait a minute. What's your hurry?
It's getting late.
Oh, it's only 12:30. I don't know about you, but I had a wonderful time.
I could see that you did.
Well, didn't you?
Yes. Miss Radford is very charming.
Oh, Olivia, she's wonderful. Salt of the earth.
Oh?
As a matter of fact, I don't know a finer girl in the world than Olivia. Except you.
It's very nice of you to say so.
Oh, is something wrong, Pat?
No, nothing's wrong. Nothing at all.
Oh, good. Well, let's go out again tomorrow night.
I have a previous engagement.
Oh. Well, how about the next night and we'll go to the Nickelodeon?
Well?
Well, what?
Well, all right, only...
Only what?
Wouldn't you rather take Olivia?
Gosh, no. Olivia's not exactly the Nickelodeon type.
Well, of all the nerve!
Patricia O'Neill, if you don't stop that lolly Julian and come up to your bed, I'll come down there and take my fist to that young whelp.
Oh, my gosh, good night.
Good night, Pat. Have I told you lately I love you? Hello, Lulu. What are you doing out here?
Oh, I came out to watch the stars, but I see they're in your eyes.
What'd you say?
Oh, I was just thinking how wonderful it would be to be young again, and in love, and in trouble.
In trouble?
They're the same thing.
Well, I'm not in trouble, but I am in love. I guess.
Have you asked her yet?
Oh, told her you mean.
Oh, no, you usually ask the young lady to marry you, Johnny.
Marry me? Oh, I didn't. I mean, well, how could I? I'm broke. I couldn't afford it.
Two can live as cheaply as one. If they're in love, and if they live in my house.
Yeah, but I haven't anything to offer.
Only thing she'd marry you for, if she's in love, is yourself. That's all. That's all that matters.
Yeah, well, I don't know, though, Lulu.
If I were you, I wouldn't let any grass grow under my feet. Somebody might beat you to it.
But now, what if you're wrong?
My dear boy, I may not always be right, but I'm never wrong.
All right. I'll do it. I'll ask her at the Nickelodeon.
Good.
Good night, Cupid.
Johnny, that bow and arrow showing again.
Sure, whatever you say. Hey! What's the matter? What happened? Gee, hold the back! Go tell Pat!
What?
You were talking with the Da Vinci of Lulu's.
The contest.
Sure, I won the calendar contest. Look at it. 500 simoleons.
Congratulations, Steve. The rich are getting richer all the time.
Just think of it. My calendar girl will be hanging all over the country.
Did you tell Pat yet?
Oh, I forgot. That's her check.
Pat! Pat!
Here I am. Hello, Johnny. I just heard. Isn't it wonderful?
You bet it is, and that's not all. I'm going to introduce New York to its new calendar girl. Rectors, Churchills, Pastors, Delmonicos. We'll blaze a lobster trail up and down Broadway.
I've always wanted to go to all those wonderful places. Oh.
What's the matter?
Oh, I'm sorry, Steve. I forgot. Johnny and I have a date tonight.
What kind of a day? What are you going to do?
Oh, wasn't anything. We were just going to the Nickelodeon.
Ah, those tin-type flickers will make you dizzy. They'll ruin your eyes. Let's all go on the town together. Make it a threesome.
We ought to have a celebration.
Sure. How's about it, John boy?
Well, if Pat would rather.
Oh, I would.
Fine. Then we'll start at 8.
Pot's on night duty at the station, so we can really have a whirl. Oh, golly, I've got lots to do. I better get ready. Shall I dress up?
Of course. You'll be the belle of the town, Pat. From now on, you have something to live up to. You'll have your picture in every house in the land. Oh, and here's the check. It's all yours.
A solid silver trumpet. Oh, gee, Pop will be thrilled. See you later.
Are you ready, my friend?
Gee, Steve, you look terrific.
Always terrific, son. Always the epitome. Let's roll.
Oh, wait a second. I feel kind of... Well, maybe I'm not dressed well enough.
That's your best suit, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the only suit I got.
Well, that's all right, kid. Let's go. The carriage I ordered is probably waiting. I want to stop off and pick up orchids for the lady.
Carriage? You got orchids?
Nothing but the best for Patricia tonight.
Steve, I'm not going.
What?
You two go ahead without me.
Oh, come on, Johnny. We can squeeze you by the maitre d's. We can take a corner table.
No, I'm not going. You and Pat go and have a fine time.
Well, what'll I tell her?
Well, tell her I had to wait. That I was expecting a phone call or anything.
A phone call? All right. I'll tell her.
Steve.
Yeah?
Look, Steve, don't ever do anything to hurt her.
I never hurt him, kid. I just stun him.
Oh, Lulu.
Johnny, are you all right?
Sure, I'm all right. What's the matter?
Well, I was just worried about you. I heard you pacing back and forth.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep you awake.
Oh, that didn't matter. Were you worrying about Pat?
Well, aren't you?
No, of course not. You can't blame a girl her age for wanting the excitement, the glamour. Doesn't mean a thing.
Well, it does to me.
Johnny, you trust Pat, don't you?
Of course I do. But I don't trust Steve.
Go to bed and stop your fretting. You're acting like a little boy. Everything's going to be all right, Johnny. Believe me. Good night, boy.
Good night, Lulu. Thanks.
Water everywhere, but not a drop of champagne left.
I just love champagne. Don't you, Steve? Don't you just love champagne?
I just love you, Pat. You and champagne.
Do you love me first and champagne second, or do you love champagne second and me first? That's not right. Let's see. Do you love champagne?
You're wonderful, Pat.
You kissed me. No fair kissing a girl when she's trying to find out about me and champagne. I just love champagne, especially when I'm thirsty.
You know how I feel about you?
Do you love me first, or do you love champagne second?
I adore you.
That's fine. That settles it. Johnny doesn't adore me. Johnny only adores telephone calls from Boston.
Let's get away from all this.
You've been every place, haven't you, Steve? You've traveled all over the place.
Yep.
Have you ever been to Niagara Falls?
Why, Angel Eyes?
I always wanted to go to Niagara Falls on my honeymoon.
Honeymoon?
Mm-hmm. What did I see? What's Niagara Falls like?
As far as I'm concerned, it's just raw water going over a cliff.
Is that so? I want to go home.
Oh, all right, but let's go to the Sans Souci first, huh?
Nope. I said I want to go home, and when I say I want to go home, I go home. Stop pushing.
She wants to go home.
Here you are, my friend. Thank you, sir.
Parting is such sweet sorrow. Tomorrow...
Johnny!
What do you mean staying out so late? I ought to spank you.
Cut it out, Steve. You got a lot of nerve keeping her out till this hour.
Oh, look who's talking. It's none of your business.
If your father was home, he'd whip the tar out of you with a razor strap.
Wait a minute. You can't talk to Pat like that.
That's right. You can't talk to Pat like that.
I can't, huh? Well, I happen to know
Shut
that...
up. You better run along like a good boy.
Take your hands off me, Steve.
She's a big girl now. She's old enough to take care of herself.
I said take your hands off me.
Come on.
Johnny.
All right, Johnny. That's the way you feel?
That's the way I feel.
Night, Pat.
Wait a minute.
Get away from me and leave me alone. I don't need you to help me. You go help your old Olivia. I can take care of myself, see?
You can take care of yourself like a baby when it comes to guys like Steve.
You're just jealous, Steve.
Pat, there's something you gotta know.
You're jealous of his painting and winning the prize and everything.
Listen, you're wrong, Pat. I'm not jealous of anything except you. Don't you understand how I feel about you? You're it. You're the one. You're the only thing in my life that means more to me than even music.
Boston Blarney. Go tell it to Olivia.
Olivia? What do you mean? Olivia doesn't mean anything to me.
Next thing you'll tell me, you don't even know her.
Of course I know her, but only as a friend. It's just that, well, Steve and...
Oh, I see. Now she's Steve's girl.
Well, she is Steve's girl.
You contemptible. Get away from me and leave me alone. Get out of here. Get out. I never want to see you again.
All right. That's the way you want it, Pat.
Johnny. Johnny. Hey, Johnny! Hiya, Butch. You see the calendar girl? No. She hasn't much modesty, has she?
Perfectly shocking.
Some figure.
And she doesn't mind showing it. Oh, what will women think of next? Oh, that's me.
Hey, calendar girl.
You beautiful dog.
Mama, buy me that. Hey, fellas, look. There's the calendar girl. Anytime you want to get off that calendar, I'll show you a real date. I do any more at home like you? I love my wife, but oh, you can't.
The shameful shame of it. You, me own daughter, making a public spectacle of yourself,
Oh, Pop, I didn't.
posing like a hussy with next to no clothes on.
I didn't pose like that at all. Steve changed the picture after it was finished.
Oh, it was Steve, was it?
Oh, Pop, I only did it so I could win the prize money for you. I wanted to get you this.
Well, well.
Give them the pressure!
Oh, that was a sweet thing for you to do, Patsy. And I believe what you did was done in innocence. But as for that Steve fellow, that double-crossing, worthless young no-good, preying on a maiden's innocence, I'll beat him the fresh pug within an inch of his life.
Pop, please, Pop, don't do it.
Beautiful.
Look, dear, what happened? It's Pop. He's on his way over here. Why? The calendar.
Calendar, indeed. Well, how can he get excited over a calendar when he doesn't even know what month it is?
He's going to beat up on Steve.
But why? It's a perfectly beautiful calendar. It brings out your personality charmingly. But most charmingly, my dear. That's why I'm here. You know what I'm going to do?
Please, Lulu, help me.
I will, dear. Come on. Tell Steve to hide. I'll try to stop your father.
Bye. I must say, darling, I was honestly overwhelmed when I saw your art.
Didn't think I could do it, eh? I'm the hottest thing on canvas in this town right now.
Painting calendars, you mean. The time is up, you know, Steve. I expected you to return with me. But if you'd rather paint...
Wait, Libby, I didn't say that.
Steve! Hello. Hello. Steve, you've got to get out of here.
Why?
It's the painting, the calendar. My father's on his way up here to kill you.
What?
I couldn't help it, Steve. His temper is out of control. You've got to hide someplace. You ought to work things out better than that, Steve. You've had enough experience by now.
This isn't funny, Olivia.
You don't know my Pop. Steve will be lucky if he can crawl out of here.
Matt? Matthew O'Neill? Turn yourself right around and march away from my house.
Out of my way. Have you seen the calendar?
I have, and it's beautiful.
It's a disgrace and shameful.
Now, just a minute. Don't get so personal. Suppose it wasn't your daughter. That's a beautiful picture. You uncultured old baboon. You don't know art when you see it.
It's a fine influence you've been on me, child. And she posed for it in your house.
And I'm proud of it. Are you just finding out that your daughter has legs? It's about time some artist did something about it. Women do have legs, you know, and they're very beautiful.
Woman, you're depraved.
And you're blind. You don't know beauty when you see it.
Out the way, I'm going to threaten
Now,
that young
Matthew, you
servant.
get out of my house.
Woman, stand aside. I'm going to murder him.
I'll call the police.
Well, call him.
I'll call it. Eddie, hurry, quick. Go down in the kitchen. Close the damper. There'll make a lot of smoke down there. Try to find something to burn in the stove. Yes, those paintings will be fine. Here he comes. Go back.
But there's no place to hide in there.
You can always hide behind my skirt.
Go ahead. I'll see if I can stop him.
Please, Pop, you don't understand.
It takes very little understanding.
Oh, wait a minute. There'll only be trouble.
Trouble? There may be murder. Stand aside.
Listen to me. There's something I have to tell you.
What is it?
We're engaged.
Ah. Engaged.
You know, to be married.
What, you and Steve?
Yes.
Me funny little Colleen. Why didn't you tell your old daddy?
You didn't give me time.
Well, what do you know, me little girlie?
We thought you might be angry.
Me angry? Now, how silly. Have you ever seen me lose me temper? Well, maybe it is art. You do kind of look like your mother a little. And a talented fellow, Steve is. And I always wanted a son. Well, I'll have to congratulate my prospective son-in-law.
Oh, no, Pop. Not now.
Now, come along. You wouldn't have him think we're snobs just because we're from New York, and he's only from Boston. Now, come along now. Engaged, is it?
Why, yes. This is my fiancée, Miss Radford.
What? Oh, I'm afraid there must be some sort of mix-up.
Nothing to what there's going to be.
Well,
Making a fool of me daughter, taking advantage of her ignorance, tricking her into the picture, cheating with her affections. Do you see now what a snake in the grass has turned out to be?
indeed I do.
I'll teach you, young whelp. I'll show you what... That's pretty far. I'll take care of you later.
Don't get scared. It's just a trick of Lulu's. I want to talk to you.
Are you crazy, man? Can't you smell this smoke? Get out of here!
Don't try to save the thing. It's too late. Don't you know the house is burning?
Where's the fire?
Down in the kitchen.
Oh, no, not again. False alarm! Hold everything! Oh, that woman.
Let me out of here! Let me out of here!
All right, Eddie.
Let me out of here! Let me out of here! Let me out of here!
Why'd you tell me she was your cousin?
Cousin? Oh, really, Steve, isn't that going a bit too far?
I'm sorry, Pat.
You're sorry. What have I done to Johnny? You better get out of here before Pop comes.
How can we get out without his seeing us?
Come on, I'll show you. This way, hurry up. That's where I live. Just go right through my room and downstairs, and I hope you'll both be very happy.
Oh, thank you so very much, Pat. This way to Boston, Steve.
Yes, Livy. It's Easter. I have wonderful news for you.
Yes?
No time to be crying. I've decided to stage a musical comedy, Calendar Girl. And the real Calendar Girl is going to be in it, naturally.
Thank you.
And the score, Pat. The score is written by a brilliant young composer. I can hear it now. Opening night. Curtain time. The best people are waiting in the audience. Only the best people. The orchestra tunes up. Conductor mounts the podium, takes out his baton, and after an expectant hush,
I'm in love with a calendar girl. Every day of every month of every year, I go round with my head in a whirl. Every time I see that lovely face appear, and to this boy she'll never know the joy she's giving. I love her so, she doesn't know I'm even living. I'm in love and I'm living for her and longing to meet my girl on the calendar. Have I told you lately I love you?
Johnny.
Have I told you lately I care? I may be blinded by all of your charm, grow absent-minded when you're in my arms. Have I told you